Okay, I am here on this project. This is a SketchUp project, and the customer has already built this cool tiny home. And what he wants to do is put an addition. I met with him yesterday, or was it Friday? And we kind of talked about some ideas and what he wants to do. And so I had done this work earlier. I wish I had waited because I used the Medeek, the new Medeek floor extension to do the floor. Maybe we'll get into that a little bit. And then I used the Medeek wall extension to do the walls. And so now I'm going to do the as-built. The rest of the as-built will be this roof. Let me get to where I can see a good picture of it here. And I believe this roof comes, I believe there's a wall right here. That wall goes back that makes this opening. And then this wall sits on top of that. Actually, he said there were some floor joists that came out about 9 feet on this. And then there was like a loft. But I think I'm just going to do the walls and the roof, and we'll skip the inside for now. So if we were just going to, I started just to make these walls taller. But that's probably not the best thing to do, because if he has me end up putting the floor in there, I think I'd rather have a wall that I could just adjust up there. Let me see what it looks like. Although it does kind of look like this wall goes all the way up. I meant to ask him that. So we could start with something easy. And that's just this roof. The lower roof, I think, starts here and goes all the way out to the porch. So one thing I realized I need to do is draw a porch beam. So let's turn off let's do something, even if it's wrong, right? Let's just do something here. We'll use our old construction adage. Just start, do it, do something. And I'm just going to draw. Well, you know what? I haven't used the beam, draw beam. I haven't used the draw beam function very much. I did in one. Can I use a polyline? Let's call it a 6x8. Yeah, I'm not quite sure. We can change it later. That's one reason I'm going to use this this extension, because I can change it later. But I think what I want to do is draw it from, what I meant to do was put me a line. Oh, I know what to do. I'll go from here. Then I can raise it up. And I'll come out. I'm going to hold my shift key and then select this point. Well, that was cool. Oh, I'm not going to be able to draw a polyline? Okay, let's look at the picture again. Let's see if it's just two beams on either side. Well, you typically have one that came across here to tie it together. So I was hoping it was going to be a polyline thing where I could. It also looks like it's probably going to be. Sorry for all the scrolling, but that's just part of it. I have people complain about that, but I can't help it. I gotta be able to navigate around. I wonder if I can just make this like a edit beam assembly. make it. He really doesn't have. I think I'm going to experiment with this later. This is kind of cool. I like the concept of this. I actually like the poche, the wood pattern. So I'm going to put it over here, and then I'm going to just draw this. I'm just going to draw this. I'm going to come out here. I'm going to come out. I'm going to get my axis locked on the red axis. Come down here. Select that point. Now I want the green axis locked. There we go. Once I lock it, see, I can go down here. I lock it with my shift key and then select the point I want to lock it to. Come back around here, get it on the red. It should be right there. Now I'm going to go down. What I think it is a 11 7/8 LVL. That may be too big, but okay. We're going to come back around here. I should have done this before I started, but I didn't, so forgive me. It won't take too long. We'll just knock it out right here quick. Okay, now we're just going to make it, for now we're just going to make it as wide as the wall. I think our, and this didn't close over here. Huh. That's odd. That's suspicious. There we go. This is weird. Weird. This is typically an indication that something went wrong. We're going to delete this and that. And I'm just going to pull a line out here and see what happened. That's what happened. I got that point wrong from down there. So now we're in a little pickle because we got to do some cleanup. Well, that is very bizarre right there. I'm not even sure how that happened. Very bizarre. Yeah, we're going to do something here in a minute, I promise. I think the quickest way now would just be to, oops. Let's just delete this. Do a 3.5 here. And then push pull it over. That's what I should have done over there. Woulda, shoulda, coulda. Alright, now we're cooking with gas. Now we're cooking with gas. And what I can do is, where'd that thing come from? I gotta fix this little thing. I can fix that by just taking that and dragging it over like that. Where do we have comments? Don't we? I thought this new version of OBS, I thought allowed you to view. Oh, here we go. All right, I just wanted to stay in touch with the peoples. All right, so I'm gonna double click on this, or triple click, make a group. Then I just like this pretty wood color here. We'll select that, and I'm going to plant it on there like that. There we go. That's nice. Now we have a beam. Now I'm a little confused about why. Well, that's why. Oh. That is I understand now, because the floor plan, the walls are set back a half inch for the sheeting, which is the way it should be. So I understand why we were getting cockeyed now. I should have pulled me a point. It came from here. Somehow, oh, well, that one worked. So, alright, I just don't want my roof to be off. Let me check. I'm going to put a construction line right here. Make sure it's, yeah, okay, it's lined up. And we're going to put one over here. Oops. Yeah, that's correct, Bob. Did y'all ever watch This Old House? Bob Vila used to kind of correct Norm Abram, and it was annoying, and so it kind of became a joke. Anytime Norm Abram, I guess, used to correct Bob or agree with him. He would say, if Bob Vila would say something, Norm, who was the actual expert, would say, "That's correct, Bob." Okay, I got it backwards. So, no, that's correct. Wow, I can't think this morning. Alright, so I know what I can do is build this roof with the Medeek roof extension. Roof rafters. And we're going to do a gable. We're going to start right here, because that's where that wall, and this one comes all the way out. I told the owner, I said, it's like a train car. Alright, so roof pitch is a 6. That's what I like about this roof extension. This is, I think the overhang is 16? Rafters, 2x8, he said. And ridge board. Let's just go with this. We can change this later. That's one thing nice about it. 16 inches. Yes. And yes. What do I have, the roof turned off or something? That's weird. I got a bunch of stuff turned off. There's the rafters. Well, that's kind of neat. I'll show you. We'll turn them on in order here. There's the rafters. There's the sheeting, the roof decking as I call it. And then the cladding. Roof cladding. We didn't, for some reason the roof cladding's not turned on. is it? That's weird. What is going on? Oh, I got two monitors, so the things are freaking out a little bit. Okay, so roof cladding. Why is it turned off? I just had to reinstall everything, and all my presets are all messed up. There we go. What color roofing has he got? I hadn't really paid any attention. It's kind of a... It's like a gray. Yeah, it looks like a gray. So we'll go in here and see if we can't find something a little more appropriate. Dual gray. There we go. That looks about like it. And let's put us in a couple of porch posts right quick. He's got 4x4s on there, which I don't like, but I think he's, oh yeah, he did say they were temporary. Well, if that's the case, I'm going to put on there what I like. Something at least a 6x6. 5.5 by 5.5. Okay. What happened to that? That was weird. I do realize we're going to move this over a ½ inch to line up with the post, and then we shall apply the same. Now this is where things get funky with these. When you're copying these textures, you see how it's all running horizontal, but what you can do, you can go in here and make the unique texture, and then you can orient it. Let's see, texture, position. Let's see, is this it? Which one is this? Drag to scale. Oh, it's this one. Rotate. See, and you just make it kind of large, and then you click away. Look away. That's not perfect, but it's good enough for now. You just take that and you assign it. Huh? What? What? Somebody's texting me. Right now I have Thursday open this week as well. I have it scheduled to work with you tomorrow. I just set that for every Monday. And I have Thursday. Okay, sounds cool. Bear and I have to go measure a house tomorrow for an addition. I think the mistake I'm making here is I had to click inside the group and then select that texture. Yeah, that's what it was. For some reason, I was selecting the other texture that was already on there. I don't know. At some point, when we decide what kind of post he's going to use, I'll go back and make that look a little better. But that's good for now. I just didn't like all those horizontal stripes on there because the grain wouldn't have been running in that direction. I'm going to copy that one and put it over here like that. And we've got ourselves a nice little post and beam for the front porch. I haven't drawn the front porch yet. This is the floor plan right here. And I use it to, do the two-dimensional part of it. Now this is a, okay, so what we need to do here too is on one end, this end we need to say it doesn't have an overhang. So this is another nice thing about the Medeek roof extension is, and this is one thing, okay, left, well, we're going to pretend like left is on that side, see if it works. Oh, that's the wrong, this is one thing I get confused, left and right on this. And then front and back. Let's see if it's front. It's going to be the last one I pick. No, I got lucky. Okay, I don't know if you saw the overhang disappear right there. Because what happens is this wall comes up and somehow, oh, I know what it is. This, it's got a bar drafter. Yeah, I need to take off the, that little rake rafter he's got on there. I'm not sure I can just remove it from one end. No, I can't. I wonder what that means for this end though. Yeah, that means I'll take it from there, but I think the fascia still works though. Fascia, yes. Update. But we must have to turn it on. The soffit's turned off. Really didn't want to spend that much time on this roof. I'm going to have to pull this up here. Soffit. I'm not sure why all that's turned off. I think the default should be all that's turned on. And I just realized the rafters he said were 2x6. Alright, now why don't we have a soffit? Okay. Is it not allowing it because I don't have the rake board turned on? Well, are you kidding me? If I have the rake board turned off, it won't allow the soffit? That's weird. Okay, well anyway, we got our soffit on there now. And what I'm going to have to do is just draw this wall. I'll have to turn the roof off and draw the wall first. So now what we're going to do is draw, he said that he had a floor built out of 2x8s. I think I'm going to ignore that floor for right now. And I'm just going to draw walls that come around this perimeter. I'm going to use a function that's kind of cool where you can draw a face, and then you can use that face to draw walls with. It's kind of cool. So if I go here to wall, and let's see, is it draw walls tools 2, draw wall perimeter, and then I think they're about 4'8". Let's see. If he, yeah. So it'd be 52 inches. Update. And then there were 2x4s. Update. And then we have, it's the same siding. It's this battens. And we can just select this here. There we go. Isn't that cool? That's awesome. And then you can just double click this and delete it. See, now if we turn the roof back on, that little rake board is causing this to overlap that a little bit. But what I could do is, you know what I could do? I could shorten the roof by that amount. I most certainly could. Yep. So let's take it 2 1/4, or at least 2 inches. Let's go back here and edit Raptor, and let's bring this back down. Where's building length? Span, pitch, building length. Okay, so what we have to do is, this is in feet, so I have to go 2 divided by 12 equals 0.1666. So 666, the sign of the devil, minus 0.1666 equals 665. That's good. We don't want any 666 on our job. I'm not sure. Might be easier. I don't think that did anything. Oh, I did the math wrong. That's why. 0.666 minus 0.166 is 0.5. And what should have happened is this end down here should have to be moved. Yeah. So this, because it shortens it from the end, and this is the end. That should work. And I think it overlaps. It literally does overlap a little bit because of the trim, so I may just leave it right there. Doesn't overlap much, does it? No, there's the rafter right there. So, alright, we're going to move on. We're going to do this upper roof. And that should be easy because it just sits on top of these walls up here, which is awesome. We're going to go to roof. Let's close this. roof rafters. Where am I? Truss, roof rafters. Rafters. I'll select our corners. Now my settings should be set, yeah, from last time. The only thing I need to change is, that's correct. This doesn't need to be, let's see, overhang, okay. Board, okay. That didn't keep, 16 inches. What was this? Let's just say okay, and then we'll fix it. Okay, it did keep the gray roofing. Cool. All right. Oh, you know what I should have done? I should have made these gable walls. We can do that though because we can change it here. See if we have any comments. Hello, Richard. Hello, Gary. I'm 25 minutes late, but I'm here. You haven't missed much because I was screwing around with the porch beam too long, and then I got hung up on I had to reinstall my extensions because I had to get in the computer because the power supply went out on the last one, and it was going to be more expensive to fix because it was a laptop. So I'm just now kind of getting into the meat of it. So we want to change this to a gable, and we want this to be a 6/12 pitch. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, it didn't change the fit. That's funny. It didn't put 52 inches on both sides. There we go. Man, that's handy because I used to sit here all day and draw gable end walls because I would, the studs have a slope on them, and I'd draw each individual stud separately. And now with my handy Medeek extension, I can actually get stuff done. It's awesome. So we want this to be a gable end wall, and that's 52. And this is 6/12 and 6/12. Update. There we go. That's awesome. So that's looking like that. And if we turn on our siding now, I have a feeling I should save. Every now and then it's good. Let's see if we turn on our wall cladding. Well, we got lucky. Well, because I started the walls from the same end, the battens lined up. Because remember, these are two different walls. So, wow, the battens. Oh, look, they didn't line up over here. That's funny. But what we can do is, I think that's probably a 1/2 inch. What is that? Yep. See, I got the eye, man. We're going to go up here, and this is one thing I worked with Nathaniel on, is getting some of these things worked out so we could do, let's see, horizontal 0.5. Is this the right one? Sometimes I get confused on whether it's horizontal or vertical. That's it. All right. Fixed. And for some reason, the window trim's not turned on. Oh, I turned the trim off. So these walls, where's that band coming from? He doesn't have a band there. Oh, that's coming from these walls. That's what it is. Shoot. I meant to turn off the... Okay, so we want the freeze board, but that's all. We don't want a band board. Nope. Nope. We do want outside corners. Freeze board, yes. I think it's 3.5. Skirt board, no. And what happened to my freeze board? Oh, I think what you have to do on the freeze board is, this is something else I've talked to Nathan about, Nathaniel, is he's got the siding going up behind the soffit, and so if you use a freeze board, what you have to do is offset the top like 6 inches. See how much I have to go. Oh, that's the wrong direction. I'm just go -6. Okay, -4. What is that? 3/4. $3.25. That looks good. Now what you can do is you can copy a wall too, the attributes you want. So you can go to here and go down to copy wall. I can take this one. Now this may take the same amount of time, but if I had a bunch of walls, this would help because I could just do this once. And when it's going, band board, freeze board, skirt board, and then I had this offset cladding update. I hope that'll all stick where I can go around here and select this one. There we go. That worked. And then on these, dang it, I wish I had copied that too. I need this one to be gone. Skirt board, no. Yes. We're not gonna mess. We'll perfect all that later. I just need these band boards gone because I have to draw these skirt boards, whatever he's calling them. There we go. And we're gonna hit the save button in case we have a little gremlin. So that's the existing house. We finally got to where we can draw, as Norm Abram used to say. No more comments. Y'all got bored. They got bored and left. So now what he wants to do is draw a deck. He wants to build a deck all along here that comes out. You know, it just occurred to me I wonder if he's going to replace this one or not. For now, we're just going to draw this one, and I'll ask him later. The only thing is, let's draw the, or turn on the floor sheeting. One thing I need to do is I need to extend this siding down an inch. Shoot. Well, let's see. No, that's right. Because what he'll have to do is he'll have to put flashing there. Because we need our decking. He's going to have to cut out. I wonder if he left that in there. He's going to have to cut that out to put the treated decking in there, or whatever he's going to use for the flooring. Let's see. I copied down some specs here he gave me. Pretty sure this deck was supposed to come out 8 feet, although it's not on there. That's kind of weird. I should have. So what we're going to do is, for now, we're going to, well, we need to be an inch down. We need to be an inch down from here. There we go. And then we're gonna, let's use the floor extension, and we can draw a polyline, saw lumber, 16-inch board lumber. Alright. We're going to go right here. And we're going to come out 8 feet. Did that come out 8 feet? Alright, this thing was in the way. Dadgummit. I couldn't see my numbers down here. I'll have to start over it. Uh-oh, it's not going to let me start over. Okay, good. I couldn't see my numbers, so I couldn't tell if I was out 8 feet or not. Maybe I was. It's not really indicating, but I do know he wants this deck to come all the way down to here. And then right there, and right there. Okay. Oh, it's not a, I know what's going on. I know what's going on. Well, I selected this line. What do we got going on? Let's just draw it. Let's draw ourselves an outline first to follow. Because something is weird here. So if I come out 8 feet, I come down to here. I got my axis locked. It might have been when I might have accidentally picked that point first instead of this point. But that's what our colors indicate is our axis, and it's easy to get off. Okay, that closed, so I know that's correct. Okay, I'm going to make a group out of this. And that'll make it easier to... now see, back in the old days, I would have just drawing the whole porch like that. But now I have super extension. I have super duper floor extension. I probably could have used that. I just realized I could have used that face. But I'm going to go ahead and draw it now that I've started. There we go. There we go. Now, what we can do is edit that. First of all, let's move it out here 6 feet. We'll get rid of this. And we'll move it back 6 feet and drop it down. Well, let's fix it first so I'll know where the floor level goes. So, well, we know where the floor level goes. That construction line is the top of the framing. Oops. Mark my axis and put it right there. There we go. Now we can go in here and edit this. And, oops. Edit floor. And I think we got to turn the joist. We don't need drywall. Nope. Yeah, we got to turn the joist 90 degrees. And we don't want a sill plate either. Nope. Oh, that dropped it down. I'll have to fix that. I saw it drop. And then floor sheeting, no. Deck boards, yes. 5.5. Board thickness is 1 inch. Board spacing is 0.125. Not 1/4. You don't want to leave a quarter because if they shrink up, you'll be able to get your high heels between the boards. I saw that happen one time. A lady called us to rebuild a deck, and it was because her high heels kept going through the gaps. Somebody had left a 1/4 inch gap, and then the treated lumber shrunk up, and there was like 3/8 of an inch between them. It was awful. Bunch of rookies, man. Let's see, and then we're going to let the I think he said he was going to use 2x8s, which is fine. It's an 8-foot deck. And where's my overhang? Should be down here with the, oh, here it is, 1. Update. And remove. How do you remove it from the rear? Rim board number to remove the overhang from delimited by comma. So you got to go in here and find out what the rim board is. You got to close this. Well, I think I'm going to wait on that because it may be that I end up altering this outline to include the whole thing. As a matter of fact, well, we'll do that later. I know y'all are getting bored enough. You see some real action. But we do need to get this up here where it's going. This will go right up against, whoops, why is the house selected? So that means these ought to be lined up. Yeah, like that. Yeah. I think I'm just going to bring his piers out that he has here. The existing ones. I don't know what he's going to do. Let's see. He'll probably use wood posts. Yeah, probably run the 6x6s down to the ground. Still here. I'm eating brunch. Don't be talking about food. You'll make me hungry and I'll have to go. Alright, so what's going to happen here, this gets funky, and this is kind of the whole reason he called me, was because this gets funky right here. Because he wants a little gable. First he wants some steps that, how far over would that be? Let's see. Let's come up with a logical dimension here. Of course, let's see. We almost have to build the roof first because I don't know where. So if we made this, I think this was 4 feet. I can't see the corner. Everything's blending in together. There it is. This is 4 feet behind all that stuff. So if we went, I had to draw this up out here on the ground and then put it up there because it's too lumpy. So if we had a roof that was 6 feet wide. Let's start off right here. 6 feet. And then it came out, we know it has to come out 8 feet. And if we had, let's say 40, and we can fix this, but we'll have to kind of know. $8 feet, and then how many risers are we going to have? Let's see. You know, one thing that's kind of funny, I haven't used his stair thing very much. I usually just draw them, but for this I may see, just to get a quick idea. I think he wants some 48. This would be lumber, riser thickness, tread depth. Tread thickness is 1. Nosing is 1. Yeah, nosing type round. Square. Lumber. Alright, well, that ought to be good for now. That'll just tell us how far. How do you know if you're straight? Well, that was silly. I should have put myself a line. One thing I know to do is to make it purposely not straight and then straighten it up. Is that right? Not perfect. Let me redo that. I didn't want to lose my settings. So this time we're going to draw us a line out here on the ground. Like I said, I haven't used it that much. And I think this needs to go. No, that's right. Hope it kept my settings. Wall stair. Let's see. Here we go. Oh yeah, it did. Thank you, Jesus. There we go. You gotta remember to have a center line there, and then I can move these over. I may redo these steps later. I just want to kind of see how far out. I was thinking it was going to be like 40 inches, and it looks like I'm correct, Bob. So it should be 4 times 10. Yeah, 40. Okay. So the point of that is that there's going to be these posts on either side. You know what we can do? We can steal these posts for now. I can put the footing and everything down there later. For now, let's just put it right here, because we know that's 40. This is just kind of the first stab at this anyway, because what will happen is I'll meet with him again. Now we have ourselves a length on our roof. And I'm going to take this, move all this stuff. Let's make it go to the framing. Turn the wall cladding off, and let's see what we get here. We go from here, lock the axis and go to there. I get 11 feet 4.5. That's reasonable. I just didn't want some kind of weird one thing I just realized is, yeah, if we go 4 feet on the stairs, that's 4 feet 11. He said he wanted it like, well, let's just do something. Let's just do something. 11 feet 4.5. We'll have to just keep moving because he said he wanted it 6 feet. So if I draw myself a line here and I come see, I come 3 feet and 3 feet. Oh, come on. And then I take that. I come out 11 feet 4.5. Drawing it out here because it's going to be less lump. It's going to be easier for me to see. Okay. Oops. That's supposed to be out there. Yeah. Okay, now I can see a little better. And when I get this roof up there, I'll measure up to the rafters for our beam. Let's make this a group. And then we're going to take our little roof truss rafters. Go from there to there. Come out here. Now I think that pitch needs to be a little steeper on this. Like an 8/12. I think we'll just do a 12-inch overhang for now. Let's just see what all this looks like. 16. Yeah, and then that's our roof outline. Well, that's oh no, that is our, yeah, that's our top of our beam right there. So what I could have done was, well, I don't know, I'm gonna make it, let's stick it up there first, and then we're gonna see. And for this, let's turn off everything but the framing so we can see. We're going to turn off the cladding, the sheeting, the soffits, and then we're going to stick this. Where's my center line? At first we're going to go back, because I know I'm on the center line if I just go back first. Let's see, I don't want to overhang on the back though. Let's get rid of that. Is it this one? Yep. I'm going to complain about this not being able to take that. What he's doing is, if you say it has zero overhang, he's still leaving an extra rafter on the end so you can put a fascia there and it stick out past the siding. But in a case like this, I just want it to go against that framing. So, I mean, it's going to work, but it's not the same thing. So I got my axis locked, and I'm going to click there. You see, now it's, well, that's the trim. Now what we want to do is bring it up as high as we want it to go. And for that, I might turn the roof cladding back on. I'm going to use this post here as a guide. And no, it doesn't go up that high. What if we just set this is it gonna work if we just sit this on top of that where the wall where it would be? Right there. Then it would line up, well, you could fix it so it lines up with this fascia. Like that. And what I'll do is once we get the design set, I'll go in here and explode. I'll explode what the extension is created, and I'll just alter it. So what he's trying to do is let's see here. Now that we got that much done, he's eventually going to have a walkway, a path that goes over to another pavilion. So we're trying to set this up so that he can put a future. But I feel like this needs to go up higher. But I want to do some given amount. I don't want it to be a random amount. Let's see what that is. Okay. Okay, that's 8 inches. So 8 3/4. So if I just come down 3/4, that's 8 inches above the other one. And that I think accomplishes what he was wanting to do over here. Yeah, where this was sitting on top of that one. But that kind of gets complicated. So then what would happen is you'd have your porch beam. Let's just draw it. Well, it would go draw it right here. Well, it would go all the way into, it would sit into, the reason I was wanting to come up with some dimension is because I was wanting to set the porch beam on top of this wall. But if we went up 9 1/4, we're already kind of flirting with this soffit. But I don't know exactly how tall this wall is. This wall may be taller, so I don't need to worry about that right now. I need to worry about is some kind of standardized construction here. Which means I could go up 1 1/4 inches. 1.25, oops, and then draw a 2x10 beam. And we're just going to make it 3 inches. I'm just going to draw it solid for now. And we're going to pull it out a little bit. Let's see. Let's put it where it's going to go first. Group. It would go right here. I need to change the seat cut on these rafters too. I can do that pretty quick. Edit. Seat rafter depth. A bird's mouth. Where is it? There it is. We call it the seat cut of the bird's mouth. There we go. And then our beam would sit on top of that wall and then come out here. Don't get stuck in there. Accidentally selected. Stay there, dummy. What's your problem? And then we would go ahead and let's go ahead and make that like the full width. Oops. As if it had trim on it already. Whip it around, boys. What would that be? 11 foot 8? Let's see how close we can get. 11 foot 8. Shoot it back there and see how close we got. So where is it? Alright, a little too long, but that's okay. Right there. This will give him an idea what he has to do as far as cutting out stuff. Alright, so let's just say that's good. And we'll bring these up to there and move them over. Why did that come out that far? Well, that ain't gonna hurt nothing. Again, we're in schematic mode. We gotta keep focused on getting something for the owner to see. Not getting hung up on minutia. Production, boys, production. Right now we're going to see if our let's see, that would be our beam. We want this texture because it's got the horizontal grain on it. There we go. Looks good. Now let's get rid of these guidelines. So then our stairs would be that wide, which I remember now is what he wanted. 5'1". 61. Oh, cool, it went from the middle. Huh. That makes sense. We started from the middle. I actually like that because now this post can kind of protect the nose of the stair and everything. I like it hanging out there a little bit. That's cool. See if we got any comments. No comments. No problemo. No bueno. Right, so now The fun part begins. Now he wants a shed roof over this part. So what we would do is, I'm not so sure the shed roof would go up. I know the shed roof has to go to the center of this one. I thought we made the roof 6 feet wide. Oh, we did. That's right. I was measuring in between the posts. That is correct, Bob. Okay, so now we're going to do a shed roof, and let's turn off our wall trim so we can line up our framing here, because eventually what's going to happen is we'll have a shed roof that comes out and covers this end of the deck, and then I'll take off the overhang. Like I said earlier, I'll explode these roofs when I get this configuration right. He may want this pitch smaller, or whatever. I'm thinking an 8. It needs to be at least that steep because it looks weird if we don't. So it looks too flat if it's a 6. If it's the same as the house, there's something about that scale you got to remember. Just to give you an example, I'll show you why it doesn't look as good. Thanks to my handy. If I make it a 6, see how flat it looks because it's so narrow. I mean, you could do that, but I like 8, so I'm in control of the CAD program, so I'm making it 8. No, I just think it looks better. Something about that form. Okay, so we know in a normal case, our house line would start right here at this corner and come out 8 feet. Let's get our axis going here. 8 feet. And then we know we have to go to the center of this roof because we want the ridge, we want the theoretical point of this ridge going across there, or against the house, to stop at that point. So I'm going to lock my red axis and come over here and select the center of this roof. Then I'm going to go back come on, green. There we go. To here, and then go back over there. And I did get my face to close, so I did it right. I'm going to make a group out of that just so I can manipulate it easier. And so that's going to be our shed roof point. I think I have to come this way. Let's see. Roof rafters, shed roof, without ledger. What does he mean without ledger? I think he means that there's no bearing point right here and there's no overhang. I don't know. Let's take this one. We'll see. I think I'm doing this right. I don't know on the shed roof, so I think I have to go from here. Yeah. I have to go from here to here first and then go over. For some reason it wants to switch around. I never have figured that out why. We're going to start off with a 412 and see what that does, because that would be, let's see, 4 times 8 would be 32 inches. That might be okay. Oh, wait. I meant to do it here. I was already on 4. I was changing the span. All right, overhang. We'll call it 16 for now. Rafters 2x8s. I think he said he was actually going to use 2x6s, which I was thinking it should be 2x8s, but anyway. Ledger board. It said without ledger board, but we'll go ahead and make it a 2x8. And bird's mouth, 3.5. Ceiling choice, no. 16 inches. Advance, yes. Let's just say okay. And I never have kind of understood why it wants to flip around. I need to ask him about this. Like that. I wonder if I can change it. Like go in here, edit, and no, I need to learn how to do that. I probably should have started on the other end, but what I can do is just flip it around. No big deal. 180, and then I can, since I have my little guide here, I can take that bird's mouth and put it right there. There we go. So you can kind of see what's going on now. And I was close on the pitch. So what will happen is this roof will get built on top of that one. But I feel like I need to raise this. I thought I made this ledger board narrower. Huh. We'll just make it 5.5. It looks ugly for now. We'll just change it back to there. There we go. It's supposed to come down to the bottom of your rafters. If the building inspector sees your ledger is not, and this is the same on your ridge board too. That one's too big, but your ridge board and your ledger has to come to the bottom of your rafters. But for now, we're going to leave it like that because it looks better. So what we could do is we could even out these pitches, and we can also, I don't know how much tolerance he's going to have. Because see, these soffits are actually, I need to turn these soffits on because that, you know, he may not like the fact that there's only 6 inches or something. Oh, it's not even 6 inches. 4 5/8. Although you could just put a trim board there. Well, he's already got siding there. Yeah. You could just take off the battens and the only other thing to do is to, because I really would like to get these faces to meet up. If we made this a 7, well, if we made this a 3.5, .5, oops, 6. Update, and then probably ought to make this, that's probably getting a little too close up here. If we made this a 7, even though I like the 8, well, discounting something here. I don't have to raise it. I don't have to put that porch beam on top of that wall right there. Well, this needs to take some thought. Let me get rid of this plane in here because it's kind of messing me up a little bit. Because I do have to have a porch beam that comes across here. And it would be nice if those were integrated. If you come out here, let's see. I was just trying to keep this up high, but it looks like I'm going to have to let's draw ourselves a beam for this. We'll say it goes from there we'll just let it intersect with this one. And let's say it is a 2x10 also. These are short spans, you don't need a big old honking beam. Where you at? Sometimes you gotta get out in the open where you can see what's going on. There we go. We're gonna make it 3.5. Now let's see how they intersect with each other. I mean, I don't think, let's see, what is that to the floor here? I may just have this other one up too high. Yeah, I mean, you still got 7'3" to the bottom of that beam. What we could do is just go ahead and bring this stuff down. To where it would normally be. The only thing is I don't like that beam. Like I don't like it hanging down right here. Maybe it's okay. It's 7'3". I mean, it's taller than a door. What if we said 7'6" was the bottom of our beam? Where's our? Why do we not have Trying to get that corner right there. Okay. For some reason, that is not flush. It's 8 feet. This should be This should be 8 feet also. What happened? What happened up here? This should be right here where it should be. Which means this should be right there. Oh, I know what it is. Oh, duh, this wall set back a ½ inch for the sheeting. Alright, we solved it. We got all our tolerances figured out. Now these beams are intersecting each other. What we can do is put a post right here. We're working it out. Let's see. Yeah. Take this. That's our beam there. Oh, wait. Oh, I said we were going to raise this up. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is take this, that, and raise it up to 7'6" and see what it looks like. Off the porch floor. I think we can and then what we would do is make these two line up, which means we could go this could go a little steeper. Let's see, what is it doing over here? Yeah, what we could do is go back to where these kind of line up. We're starting to get dialed in now, people. Is this, what did we make it? Oh, we were back to an 8? And what is this? 3.5? What? Something ain't right. Yeah. If we made this, I don't want to drop this. The only way I want to drop this is if we make this roof. Maybe we could solve all this if we made this just a little steeper. We just have to dial it in, like, you know, you'd have to just make it work out in the field. Where you went 8.2, let's go 8.5. Yeah, you see, as that gets steeper, the fascia drops down. So 8.6. What we need to do is make the framing line up. So if we turn off, why is this got no deck? No, did I not turn on the advanced? Oh, what in the world? What is this? It says no, and then this is dual gray. All right. Ironically, I was going to turn those off so I could line these up. I guess if we made this a 3, so I'm trying not to get it to where he has to do too much math. Make one of them a standard, and then maybe this one you just dial it in on the job. You just take your rafters and your pattern and just keep playing with it until, see, it's the ridge you'd want to mess with here. 8.2. Yeah, that's close enough. Let's hit the save button too while we're at it. Yeah. So that's the ticket right there. Your beams line up. Your and then what would happen is this would all get cut out. As a matter of fact, I may go ahead and do a subtraction thing. Let's turn on the roof cladding. See how that looks, and the wall cladding. Let's do a roof subtraction thing. And how that works is you can draw a, is this what we want though first? Does this have a fascia? Yeah, okay, that's what we want. So you'd have one there, a post there, and then you'd have a post. Let's see. How does it work if you put it right here with that one? Yeah. And you'd probably just want to put one on the other side too, just for aesthetics, because then what you're going to do is my axis, there we go. Because then you'd have a handrail in between here, and then that handrail would continue on down here like that. I really don't like all these boxy soffits. I always make mine just angled. But since he's got them here. I make my soffit sloped, even on the eave side. And I like the way it looks better. It's more crafty than these ugly boxy. And you don't have to do these ugly triangles on the ends. If you'll just let your soffit follow the bottom of the rafters over here, and you can use a continuous ridge vent. Soffit vent down through there. It works out fine. All right, let's see. Let me do this subtractive thing so I don't have to, how am I going to do this? I want to do it here. What I could do is we're talking about that thing, so I could do one here all the way up to here, just to make it easy. Back to the house. And then go from here that. This, I know, yeah, then I can draw this is almost as much trouble as just editing it. Because I need to blank out that work. I need to block all that out. So I really don't need that. So what I need to do is double click on all that and see if I can create a mask. So now I can pull it out a given number of feet. Say 20 feet. Let's say 20 inches. 20 feet, I mean. Now, if I can just get this to become a solid, how am I going to do that? Well, we're one step closer. Probably have to adjust this. How's that gonna work? There we go. Awesome. Now we can call this instance subtract. Subtract underscore roof. I don't know the way he does it, he leaves that lowercase. Okay. Now what we do is we take this, we open this group. Well, wait a minute. We gotta cut this out. Go into this group, paste it back, and then move it back 20 feet. And theoretically, that should delete or at least blank it out. If we hit let's see, regenerate. Huh? Was it subtract? Wait a minute. Oh, don't tell me that subtraction doesn't work on, oh no. Well, I think it does. Aha. I'm a genius. Okay, it worked. Now I have to turn off. I have to create a awesome. Now I have to create a subtraction roof subtract tag. Roof subtract, and put that in there. And we'll be in business. Awesome. And this keeps me from having to edit that roof until we, because what I may have to do is change the pitch. He may not like it. So then what I do is go down here and turn this off. Oops. Not that. That should be untagged. Oops. I gotta go in there and select that and put that in roof. Subtract. Now I can turn it off. There we go. And it cut it out. Isn't that cool? That's awesome. Love that trick, Nathaniel. Now what I could do is I could have this to simulate how he's going to, and I was telling him about this, how he would have to continue this roof over here to make a valley. What I can do is just go ahead and extend it inside the house enough. You know, I can add 16 inches to it, or just put the overhang back on it. There you go. Why does it say 12 over there? Well, what about that? We just lined up that fascia. It was wrong. It was said 12 instead of 16. I kept wondering why these fascias weren't lining up if they were sitting at the same height. So that's awesome. Oh, they're not, but we got lucky. But I think what I was looking for was 16 back here, and that'll extend that roof back, see, and it'll create that little valley that I was telling that he's going to have, this valley will have to extend up to there like that, because he wanted this roof to lap over that one like that. That's exactly how he wanted it. So this is turning out awesome, actually. The only weirdness is, oh, I know what it is. I need to create a subtraction for this roof where the soffit and where it stops right here. Let's grab us a thing, and this will stop right here. So we'll come up. Let's come up a little bit first, and then we'll do that. And then this will go. Let's bring this down a little bit, just so we can make sure we're hiding it. This will go up. Let's start up here somewhere. The only thing is, this subtraction needs to go inside the wall a little bit, because if we don't, this roof extends in there and you'll still be able to see the face of it. So what I'm going to do is oops, that didn't intersect. I thought that was going to be the case. That's because this didn't go all the way. Does it intersect now? Yep. Good. Really don't have to mess with that. So now this, we can jump out of the roof, and for now we can make it just go up in the air, and we can fix that later when we know what we're doing. So then this will come back. We want that rafter to stay or go? Which one is that? This is going to get hairy right here now, because this actually needs to stay. Yeah, it needs to go. This needs to come over. Is that red axis? Yeah. This needs to come over to here. And go up. Am I confused? Yeah, I am a little bit. I'll be honest with you. We're going to have to turn off some. Why am I trying to do this with the roofing? Oh, I know why. Because I really need to see the. Well, I don't really need to. I think I can stop with that. I think, see, this roof actually needs to stay enough to where it's almost like this needs to go from here up there because this needs to stay. Did I get that? Yeah, I did. And then that would come. Wait a minute. These, it's just the tails. Well, what it is what it is. Let's undo that. This would go to the end, to the top of the beam. And just go straight over. Yeah, that's all it needs to be. That, what did that do? Did that connect to that? Yeah, it did. Good. Alright, so we should be able to bring this out and create a subtraction. That should just go. Let's create a group. This was supposed to go straight up. Straight up, bro. If anybody's watching this, they're bored as out of their minds, that's for sure. Let's see. Let's turn off the soffit for a second. This would go to the top of the raft, to the top of the beam too. If I can see, right, because that means this. Yeah, I think that gives me enough to create something with. Then that needs to go up. See if that works. Because we have to leave enough of this roof under there for this roof to sit on top of it. We can't cut it all out. So let's bring this out. How far? 23 feet. This can go away, and this can close, and that can close. Oh, it did close. Okay, cool. And then this can close. We got it, man. We got it. We did it. We did it. Be good enough to show, and then I probably could have. I just don't want to explode those roofs yet because I may have to change the pitches on them. So now we're going to call this subtract underscore roof 2. Okay, and we're going to go in here. Oh no, it's this one. I'm going to cut this. I'm going to go inside that group and paste it in place, and then go back 23 feet. 23 feet. And did it disappear? Oh, there it is. Okay, so oh yeah, the that's weird. The fascia's the fascia's turned off on this one. Oh, the soffit's turned off. That's what it is. There we go. Now we should be able to regenerate this roof. There we go. Let's see. And the thing, let's see, and then this thing was supposed to be on that layer, that tag. We used to call them layers back in the old days, back 20 years ago when we had AutoCAD. Let's see, roof subtract. There we go. Now this is what I was talking about, how since I extended this roof back into the house, I wonder if I can extend my extender, my subtraction thing. If I turn off these cladding and if I take this end of it, bring it back, that might work. I meant to say regenerate. Yeah, see, it made it disappear. Now that should make, yeah, that's probably, what is that? Just that one little thing there. That's not a big deal. I ain't gonna worry about that. I might worry about it later. Alright, so now, I mean, now you can kind of see, and that's really the point, is now it really depends on whether he has a level ceiling in here. If we said this had, which it probably would look better, yes, and then that would hide all that stuff over there, and then it's not really going to be gypsum, but we can represent it, just a face to cover up. That, see, what is going on? Oh, that's weird. That's weird. Oh, look. Yeah, we got. Well, that's a bummer. I think I'm going to undo that. And then I'll just explain to him that, we put a ceiling in here that'll cover that up. Because I think it looks better being able to see this gable open without any of that mess interfering with it. And once we decide, because see, he's liable to say, well, here, look over here. That stuff's showing. That's not a big deal. This is good enough to show him basically what that would look like. And we can play with the roof pitches. And then when we decide for sure, I'll go in there and fix it for real. I'll get rid of this thing now. Don't need it anymore. And then what you'd have is, I wonder if I can change this. I turn the floor plan off. If I can change this outline of this floor. Now if this works, this is going to be awesome because it just is going to be awesome. Did that work? I wasn't in the group. I gotta be in that. Yeah, now I can edit it, I think. Yeah. I was worrying me there for a minute. I thought I wasn't going to be able to fix it the way I thought I was going to be able to. There we go. Aha! Now I'm pretty sure I can delete that line and we'll be in business. Yeah, baby. Now why did it drop down like that? That was weird. But I'm not complaining if it works. How far did it go down? Weird. But yeah, no, that's more accurate. He'll be happy with that. Because that's what he wants to do, is wrap this around. It's just going to require changing the direction of the joists. He'll have to rebuild that little framing part, I think maybe that's what he was going to do anyway, because he said, I know he said these posts were temporary. Yeah, because that one's cockeyed. Look at that. Ooh, gotta fix that. But that might be an optical illusion, I don't know. But so then what would happen here now is you would have, what is that? Something's messing with my finger over here. You would have these. You would have, let's copy one of these. And we'll bring it down to where it's within 3 feet of the floor. Let's just go down here and then we'll come back up 36. That's set back. That's set back, isn't it? Oh yeah, it is. It's lined up with that. Okay, good. Then a neat trick here is you can just take this one and run it down here. Lock the axis. First copy it, hit the control key, then lock the axis with your shift key and line it up with this one. and look and see how far it is. It's 32 feet. So if we went, see, six would be 7. If we went 7, so if I click there and I do divided by 7, we're going to get post, and that's probably too many. I don't think he's going to want to do that many. I should have done 6. But what we can do is undo. It's just an easy way. What we're going to do. That doesn't look right. Where's my axis? There it is. Okay. Here, divided by 6. Still looks like a lot, doesn't it? Let's show 5. Let's divide it by 5, and then if he wants to put more, just for now. I don't want it to look like a that's good enough. I don't like that. Then you go and you grab that one and you delete it. That's just a quick way to get you some post down through there. And then you can, we just wanted to put, I'm almost out of time, but if I wanted to put myself a handrail on there, I could just do that and pop it up 1.5, and then I could run it over to here. Myself a little line right there. I can step back a little bit so I can run it down here. Like that. Make a group out of it, and then we can give it some texture. We'll give it the bean texture. I think I was able to snag it. No, that was the post texture. Not that. I think it was this. Yeah. I want a linear texture. Then maybe we put one in the middle here. We put one there, we copy it, put one there, and then say divide by 2. See, then we can delete that one and that one. Another neat trick. I know you'd like that. Starting to sound like the painter. What's his name? 1.5, fluffy little handrail. I don't get stuck in the beam. Oh, good Lord. Alright. There's obviously more detail to this, but I'm just trying to give him an idea. Let's see, make group, and then trying to give him an idea of what it would look like. This way you can do is, now these steps, normally what we would do is, I would make these steps the 6 foot, and then the then the handrail looks like it's sitting on top of them, like that. Or it not looks like it's sitting on top of them, it is above them. Why am I'm hitting the escape key. Okay. Freaking out there. One easy way you can get this pitch is just to do that and then go over 5.5 and then go over here 5.5 down there, bring yourself up a little thing, 1.5. Now here's a neat trick too. Make a group out of this, and then we have these cool little extensions, and this is actually a Medeek tool also. You can extend, you can select a face of a group and then select the end of the group you want to extend. See that? And what it does is it cuts that angle on it too. And down here, I can just get one view here because I'm in perspective mode. I can select away from this blue thing. I can select this face and the end, and boom. And I can put my fancy. Oh, now on this one, what we might want to do is try this other texture. That didn't. Well, I ain't gonna mess with that now. We'll mess with it later. And then we'll bring this up. As high as that. And again, I'm just trying to kind of outline the handrail. There will be balusters and all that, but sometimes people don't want your typical balusters. And so it's just to kind of give an outline of the situation. And here, you know what? It just occurred to me. It's got to go around this back too. What about that? Man, oh man. What time is it? 1:20? We have any comments? We call those boxy soffits pork chops. I don't think they are architecturally pleasing. We build our soffits angled. Yeah, that's what we do. I'm still here. Got to my remodel. Yeah, I don't like the boxy. I mean, I started back in 1978, and I used to hate. I was always the guy on the scaffolding, on the stinking walkboards, nailing on these stupid little triangles, and they would bust, and you'd have to have the saw man cut you another one. I hate those things. But see, he's already got them. If I was designing this from scratch, this would look like this. Like that. And see, that's a much cleaner look. And you can put a continuous soffit in here, and it still, the roof still gets vented. So I agree wholeheartedly. And it keeps you from having to do all that furring, that soffit blocks and all that crap. So especially on little roofs like this. As a matter of fact, I'm going to suggest that he do this one the way I want to do it. Because when you get little tiny, like little dormers and stuff, and you have these on there, it really starts to accentuate the badness. The badness. Yeah, see how much cleaner that looks? Yeah. Now I gotta fix this floor outline again, because it's supposed to come out 8 feet this way too. But thanks to my extension, my Medeek floor extension, I can go in here and click on this and that green area is the I know that pier is at the end of the house. And now I can just delete that right there, and we will all be one. But for some reason, it's dropping down. Oh, it didn't that time. Remember last time it dropped the porch down. I might have accidentally clicked it down or something. I don't know. But yeah, that's there, and then this ground will have to come out a little further. And I don't know what I forgot what we're going to do about steps, but I know we'll have at least a that's a little far. That's a little far over there. But we'll talk about he and I'll talk about that as far as the okay. So we know this is 8 and 12 is 20. Oh, 19 foot 6.5. That's weird. How'd that work out? 12 and 8 should be 20. Oh, I know. I'll grab the other side of the post. Okay. Alright, I was starting to freak out there for a second. Alright, so that divided by, let's see, 3. There we go. That looks good. And probably I like to put, if I'm going to put a handrail here, I like to have a post, but I don't know. These posts may be too big for this application. And this one might not. This one wouldn't necessarily go down to the ground. It might just sit up here. I don't forget how far they go down. I haven't checked. Yeah, it might just go. And he might end up putting like 4x4s. I don't like them, but who knows, right? So we'll put here, where'd my rectangle go? Oh, I accidentally grabbed this. Put this little handrail on here. 0.5. A group out of that. Then we'll put our fancy hatch on there, poche. That's roughly what he wants to do, which is quite a bit of work left to do. So this is our meeting. I think I want this, and this is what we end up with. Now what will happen is this there'll be a path that comes out here, and this where I didn't get this. I wonder if I can fix that. My part where I was hiding that didn't exactly work. The thing is though, I don't have to have an overhang on that end. That just occurred to me. I can turn the overhang off on the right. That's front and back. And then overhang left. So the front and back is the other way. Alright, so let's call this back. Let's see if that's right. Wrong one. It happens every time. But that means I'm on the right track though. It's supposed to be 0. Yeah, see, alright, I love that because I didn't like that scene that you could see it. Save. Yeah, she's coming together. She's coming together. Now all we gotta do is, what I could do is just draw a fake ceiling in here for now. But this, would have a, so I can do it with a rectangle. I did it. And then, let me make a group out of that. Let's see. Sticking over too far. This is just going to be something to demonstrate how it could look. Oops. What did I do? Oh, I see. Will this work? Just really trying to get a face on there. I don't think I'm in the right plane though. No, I'm not. That's right. I was just trying to box this in. What did I do wrong? Good Lord. So I knew I could do that. Let's see what's wrong. Everything has to be coplanar or you can't get a face. That doesn't look like it. No. Well, I may just quit messing with this. Last hope I have is go from there. There are 2 lines there. Oh. Alright. What is the deal here? Why am I able to get that to close but not the rest of it? One trick you can do is take this and just take it down there. And kind of see what's going on. Something isn't exactly lined up, but I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to, because if he likes this, he just likes the concept of it, then I'll fix it. But I'm not going to spend a lot of time fretting over it. That's good enough for now. The idea is just to show that you can. Now where's the soffit on this thing? I think I'm going to turn this into an angled soffit too. Why is the soffit turned off? A lot of these settings are not what I want. There we go. There we go. It's clean now. Yeah, I'm going to suggest that his new soffits not have boxes. But then he can decide if he wants to. These stairs can be copied around here. They were over here. Let's see, let's make sure I'm going. I'm not going to make the handrails and everything until I find out how wide he wants those steps. Yeah. Wrong button. Let's see. How about a little Tennessee country jazz in the background next time? Yeah, that's funny. I normally, if I'm working on if I'm not live streaming, I do listen to music or a podcast or something. I do that, but I didn't know some people want to hear about what we're doing. You know how stuff is done. Some people who don't, are not familiar with construction want to hear what we're, how we're doing things. So, but then this will have a. What time is it? I may do this another day. There's a path that comes out here, and then there's a trellis, or like an arbor roof looking thing that comes over to a pavilion. But I think I'll have to do that. I'm running out of time. I need to leave at 2 o'clock to go somewhere, so probably ought to get ready for that. So, all right. Well, thanks guys for watching, and if you need any help like this, you can go to atdrafting.com. That's my website where my customers contact me. And this fella's in Texas. He's a really nice guy, and this is one of his. This is a property he owns. He goes and spends the weekends on. And I think it's a cool little. I told him it reminds me of a train car with a caboose. He didn't quite laugh, so I don't know if that was I told him I was trying to give him a compliment, but anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.